Good morning, Venice, Northport, Inglewood, Nokomis, and surrounding South County areas. This is Francesco Abbruzzino with the scoop on news for this 8th of January, and it is a cold, blistery cold Wednesday. Let's go ahead and get you guys started with some fresh news right now. Okay, I wanted to get started with the Venice Print Center, our sponsor. You can call them at 941-496-9009 or stop by their location at Arc Plaza, which is located at 2021 Tamiami Trail in South Venice. Venice Print Center, they go to their veniceprintcenter.com site. You can see their testimonials, their search of their site, why you should choose them, about them, and all that good stuff. So give them a call. If you're interested in sponsoring my program or my talk show, give me a call or email me at fabbruzzino@yahoo.com. So go ahead and visit Venice Print Center and say, hey, I saw your ad on Facebook, and see what they can do for you. In the news, record tourism for Sarasota County. This was with Josh Taylor out on WWSB. They have a 96% of the area hotel rooms are already booked. And this is in the Venice area, I think, or all Sarasota County. They said even with Warm Mineral Springs being shut down, they're still seeing a great deal of traffic. Even though a lot of people can't fly in with a lot of the airport closures, a lot of the people can't leave. So you're not seeing any impact to our area from this. I can tell you I drove down Venice Avenue yesterday afternoon to go back to the jetties and just check it out before getting my daughter. And it was packed. People everywhere, traffic everywhere, congestion everywhere. It was just crazy. So, good things happening there with tourism, which drives a lot of the local businesses here. So good things happening on that front. Like I said, I do have my talk show, and it is a live talk show. Yesterday we interviewed Charles Hummer. It's on at 6 p.m. It's a work in progress. I try to cover primarily local news, and then we go into states, county, and international national. It's this platform where you can call in, you can debate the issues, you can give your opinion on the issues, and go from there. Basically, on the show, I just try to give the facts. I try to keep my opinion out of it, however I do, and just some of it out there. The show is designed to go from 6 till 7, but it can go till 9 if we get enough call-ins. So feel free to watch it. It is a live show, unedited. This is just a recording of it, and this is a little taste of it. Last night's show, I'll just play like a minute or two. And I think this is where the interview comes in with Charles Hummer. So let me get to a good point here. There we go. Okay. All right. Listen to it. And that's actually from the 1-6 show last night. As I said, I can't hear on this end when I'm playing it for you guys, otherwise I'll get an echo. But basically on that show we interviewed Charles Hummer, which I'll talk about a little bit later on in this broadcast. This is from SNN, and here it is, Charles Hummer on that story. So this is about 2.5 minutes long. It's where a bunch of the parents from Northport went up to the school board meeting to let their feelings be known. Go ahead and take a listen to this, and then we'll talk a little bit further.
Things got heated Tuesday night when Sarasota parents decided they weren't getting straight answers about a mysterious odor their kids say they're smelling at Lamarck Elementary School. And it's not just the kids say it's been making them sick. SNN's Una Vargas was at the meeting.
One after another,
give me about 15.
Lamarck Elementary is making their kids sick. She was out over 70 days in kindergarten. In first grade, they sent her to Sarasota Memorial for the headaches and this and that, thinking of meningitis.
And I have a 10-year-old, and he's constantly sick. And my thing is, I worry because he's also special needs.
For years, she was sick a lot. Nosebleeds. She was sick for a month and a half at a time. Antibiotics, nothing to cure her. Come summertime, she's fine.
And it goes beyond health concerns. The parents who spoke at this school board meeting tell me they're not satisfied with how the district has handled the problem.
This should be a priority. I just want answers. I want the truth. I mean, what's going on? I just want to know. There was someone hiding this from us?
Something's got to be done. I think that the school board has really let us parents down. If it was their grandchildren or their children attending Lamarck, would they be on the ball about it?
All had to wait until just before 8 before they could voice their concerns. The meeting began officially at 6:30.
How dare this Sarasota County Board go through all this happiness and joy, and our children are learning and this and that, while our children who go to Lamarck are suffering and they're sick.
District officials say it's still investigating the potential cause of the problem, but stress it's not a result of so-called Chinese drywall, and that there is no evidence the school is unsafe.
Have made every effort. We've spent $500,000 on this so far, and I would say to these parents, if you're not satisfied with Lamarck, take your student to another school.
This is not the end of this discussion. Parents say they will demand answers. One even did so in this meeting, leading the school board chair to threaten to remove him and or clear the gallery. Lena Vargas, SNN Local News.
Now, staff members and teachers at Lamarck also have been complaining about getting sick. On Monday, the district says it will have the results in of tests.
Okay, so that's basically what happened last night. It's amazing. You see some of those board members had blank looks on their face. What's sad about this whole thing is they held the meeting up at their headquarters in Blanding, which is a hall for any Northport parent. Then they only give them 3 minutes to speak. However, the school board can go on and talk as much as they want. It's very controlled. If you say something like, hey, you're just not listening, you guys aren't doing anything, they call the officer over to control it. This school board is ridiculous. I can't believe what I'm seeing and the approach they've had. The blank look on that board member's face is the blank approach they've had to handling this issue. Parents, many parents were not notified that their kids were getting sick. They didn't know what it was from. They're going to the doctors and everything. Lo and behold, the school district knew all this time that there were complaints with the air quality, they're calling it. And it's not really an air quality, it's a drywall quality issue. I think Charles released on my program last night, he said over 50% of the staff has been sick, over 50% of the students, still no action. Reprehensible. This board, the superintendent needs to go in my mind. I've had another issue with her too, where she just would not respond. It's like we're beneath her. The residents of the county are beneath her, and we just need to go ahead and accept whatever she says and move on. I don't think so this time. And kudos to the parents that were able to show up there, and Charles Hummer for voicing his concern. Now there's lawyers involved, unfortunately, and it's going to end up costing us, the county taxpayers, money because this superintendent decided not to take action when she should have. All right, that's my little diatribe on that one. Let's go. This is on Neil plans to East Venice Avenue subdivision. Dale White, the editor out at the Sarasota Herald, picked up a story. I don't know if you got it from this page because the guy that they're quoting, Walter, has been very vocal on my page, and he learned about the growth on my page. I brought it to their attention when I posted an email from somebody concerned over Neil's petition to build out there. It's all about urban sprawl, and a lot of people moved out there to avoid it. They thought 2050 protected them from it, but I think that's gone to the wayside, especially with that new consultant's review that they accepted after saying that they paid a ton of money if you got nothing. That's the county commission. The way politics works, it's amazing. But Walter basically sent me this email, and he put together a document to send to the city council to note your grievances. And I noticed yesterday I was on there and a ton of people were writing in concerned that the city is going to move out there. There was a planning meeting yesterday, which I didn't know about, and I follow the city pretty closely, where Neil went in to discuss their plans. Next step is they have a public meeting where the council will vote on it. And you got to get people out there to speak their mind. Unfortunately, if too many people show up, which seem to be 3 or more, the council takes away your 5-minute talking time and only gives you 3 minutes, just like the school board. And then they go on and they have as much time as they want to discuss it, and they make their decision, which I think most of them, by the time that meeting comes up, will have already made their decision. It saddens me that politics works this way and that the residents really don't have a lot of say in matters. All right, this Nokomis man, William Sullivan, a lot of people knew him, and he was found over in Miami. He disappeared, and a few people wrote on, yeah, I saw him at Publix and all that good stuff. Well, fortunately, the man was found in Miami. He's safe, and hopefully he's back home now. Had a couple sex offenders. This guy is in Nokomis now, and over on Palmetto Road. In 2006, he got abusive child, engaged in sexual performance, and he was found guilty, and that was in North Dakota, it looks like, and so now he's living here amongst us and our kids. This individual is Jeremy Lee, and he's been his address that he has on record is in Northport at Altoona Avenue. He's in jail now, I believe, or he was arrested because failure to register, and he actually hasn't registered, and he's had 3 times in the past. So I don't think people in Northport were aware of this individual being out there. He's been convicted of, in 2001, of lewd and lascivious with a child under 16, and let's see, and then he's just not registering. So that's Jeremy Lee Arneson. Okay, this is a good story about Special Olympics in Sarasota County, where their athletes are out hard-working at local public stores selling torches to go towards their fundraising so that they can partake in the events, and just a couple photos of the two individuals here. So help support the Special Olympics and donate today, and you can see them set up at Publix. Imagine School. They're looking for new students in Northport. Imagine School in Northport's looking for 200 new students next year. It's facing an estimated $1.5 million shortfall in its current budget, which was discovered at the beginning of the year. So they're facing similar budgetary issues, which many of the schools are. And that's on the Northport Scoop. There's another one that was on the Northport Scoop, put out by the Northport Sun. It's Erin Dewey of Northport. She's participating in the 2014 Miss Junior Teen Tampa pageant competition on February 2nd. So hopefully she'll do good there. This is Erin, and she's a 15-year-old out of Northport. Okay, that's it for the news. For the weather, basically it's still chilly out there. They're expecting a high of 68 tomorrow. It says Thursday. That's tomorrow. I believe today's Wednesday. It's pretty cold out there, and I'm thinking 68 today. A high of 57. It's going to be hotter by the time the weekend comes. It'll be back up in the 80s. Winds strong out of the northeast. I went down to check the jetties today, and it's seemed more like 15 knots. It says 2 to 4 foot chop. That has to be way offshore because right at the beach it wasn't that bad with the breakers. And that's your weather. No sports to speak of today, and that finishes up basically all the news. Okay, remember my live talk show is at 6 o'clock today. I'll put out the call-in number and the email or the YouTube address for it. Feel free to call in. We need some call-ins, get some activity going on that thing. And that's it. So for Francesco Abbruzzino, everybody have a great and safe day out there and enjoy it.